Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to Cricket Happenings today. And on this part of the Cricket Happenings show, it is going to be the preview of the second Test match, which is coming up between South Africa and Sri Lanka. And as you know, South Africa are still smarting from the defeat in the first Test match, and one is really waiting to see. As I've already said, for me, it is looking like going the Australia Sri Lanka series way, with the pitch actually aiding the spinners. So that is one thing, and also Zimbabwe, the crippled team, take on Pakistan in the fourth ODI. All that they could do is they could salvage something to see to it that Pakistan does not defeat them. But I have to tell you very, very bluntly here, because this Zimbabwean team is totally crippled without any of the big names. I'm very sorry to say that the Zimbabwean cricket fans, it would be, one knows for a fact that the writing is on the wall that Pakistan is going to beat Zimbabwe 5-0 because of the weakness in the Zimbabwean team without all its players. Well, so that is the fourth one-day international which is coming up. And other than that, we'll have a look at some cricket news. But first, the most of the time will be occupied by the preview of the second test, which is coming up between South Africa and Sri Lanka. It's going to be played in the capital city of Sri Lanka. It's Colombo. And doing the preview here, now let's first look at South Africa. But South Africa are the ones who are under immense pressure after losing the first match of the series in this three test series. And South Africa, if you look at now, it would be very interesting to see whether South Africa have learned their lessons, because they can, one thing that South Africa knows or can expect is it is going to be a three-pronged spin attack of Dilruwan Pereira, the veteran Rangana Herath, and Lakshan Sandakan. Now, the only thing that South Africa were doing, what one could see, was they were unsure of what to do, whether it has to come on the front foot or go on the back foot. Now, this is something which they need to really, really sort it out. I'm sure they would have probably sorted it out after looking at some videos, and it will be interesting to see what is the South African approach tomorrow in the second Test match. Now, Aidan Markram and Dean Elgar could not provide any good opening starts, and that itself was normally, as you know, Dean Elgar and Aidan Markram provide some good starts, and definitely runs are due from them. Hashim Amla failed with the bat, but Hashim Amla, I'm expecting him to definitely bounce back, because I've always said he's one of a classy player, and I'm sure Hashim Amla is going to be someone who's going to get some runs under his belt in the second Test match, having that experience of playing in different pitches across the world. Temba Bowmano, so definitely the onus is going to fall on two players tomorrow. One would be du Plessis. Now, du Plessis definitely was doing a fair job, but the problem for du Plessis was that the support was not forthcoming. But so one would expect, after what has happened, that Hashim Amla and du Plessis definitely get amongst the runs, and they scored big tomorrow. So Quinton de Kock and the bowling, once again, it would be in the hands of Dale Steyn, Kagiso Rabhada, Keshav Marat, the spinner, and Tamrai Shamsi. And I think they might be tempted to bring in Tamrai Shamsi into the mix because as I said, they can definitely expect the ball to turn, and one believes that Tamrai Shamsi will be a part of it. So that is, and as I already said, in the year 2016, at the Sri Lanka actually defeated Australia in that series 3-0. So almost, I think they have gone by that same book, I suppose, and they have prepared their wickets accordingly, because they know that South Africa are a very, very strong team. But definitely, I would say Sri Lanka are lions in their own den. And I'm also told that generally the SSC, the Sinhalese Sports Club in Colombo, definitely assist the seam bowlers on the morning, and then probably towards the latter half of the test match, it would take a lot of turn. Now, Sri Lanka, they are definitely in the box seat, no doubt about it. Dimuth Karunaratne played a wonderful role. He got a century, carried the bat through the innings, got another 50 in the second innings, equaling Kumar Sangakkara. Kumar Sangakkara was the only player who had done that with a century and a 50, and Dimuth Karunaratne is the one who has joined him in that bracket. And Dimuth Karunaratne definitely also mentioned that you have to get on with the bowling by really taking the attack to them, and that's what Dimuth Karunaratne has done. He's used his feet well, the spinners, and he has negotiated the pace attack of. So definitely Karunaratne has definitely shown that what a wonderful player he is. Danishka Gunatilaka, Dhananjay De Silva will be hoping to get some runs. Dhananjay De Silva and Kushal Mendis are very, very talented players, and one would remember that these were the two players, were the marquee players in the absence of Sangakkara and Jayawardene to really take the Sri Lankan innings along. I mean, Kushal Mendis was extremely consistent. Dhananjay De Silva also made some centuries. So definitely De Silva and Kushal Mendis would be expected to really score some runs. Angelo Matthews is there to provide the solidity. Then they have Roshan Silva, who could not do much with the bat. Niroshan Dikwala could not contribute as well. And then the bowling, as I said, Suranga Lakmal, as a captain, he has been doing his job. And as a captain, definitely things have been going well for him. And once again, he would be leading his troops into the SSC in Colombo with a three-pronged spin attack, as I said. Dilruwan Pereira, who did most of the damage in the second innings to the South Africans in the first test match. And then Rangana Herath, the veteran, always a big threat on turning pitches. And Lakshan Sandakan, who did not get a chance to bowl a lot. Probably this second test might give him an opportunity to really get a lot of bowling in this particular test match. So other than that, dear friends, and also I'm told there is some rain forecast as well. And also, Hashim Amla is on to a big record. He just needs 3 more runs to go to the coveted 9,000 test mark. And there are only 2 players from South Africa who have achieved that. One is the former great player Graham Smith and now cricket commentator. And the other one was Jack Scalise. And Angelo Matthews needs 8 runs to get into the 5,000 runs bracket for Sri Lanka, and would be the 9th Sri Lankan to do so. So that's some of the small statistics I wanted to share. Now, and as I said, the Pakistan-Zimbabwe match, which is coming up in the 4th ODI, I'm not going to do any preview because, as I said, the Zimbabweans are totally crippled, and one really knows that the writing is on the wall as far as Pakistan are concerned. I mean, Pakistan right now, red hot, definitely, and I think it's going to be something that is going to be very difficult for Zimbabwe, according to me. Other than that, there's not much news to really talk to. Yes, one news that I could share is on the Indian Tour of England. Riddhiman Saha, who would have definitely been the specialist wicket keeper for India in the test matches, is out of test cricket, out of the test series, I reckon. And for 2 months, he's not there. And that's the precise reason Rishabh Pant, who did a good job even today, even though the India A team lost their first match against the England A team, where Pant was the saving grace for India, because India A losing the match by a huge margin of 253 runs, and the silver lining was Rishabh Pant with a 60-yard knock that he played with, I think it was 7 fours and 2 sixes in that particular knock. But definitely it was Sam Curran, the Tom Curran's brother, who played havoc with the Indian batsmen, and nipped up all the wickets. So definitely, so that's a good thing which has happened for the England A. Wriddhiman Shah will most likely miss the entire Test series against India. And other than that, dear fans, friends, subscribers, I don't have anything to really talk about. I think it's about time for me to pull the curtain down on this daily cricket show by bidding you all a very good night. Thank you.